Hello, and welcome to a very rare Snap Play Love Magic the Gathering Arena stream. Today, we're mostly just messing about because the new store has updated because we are finally home. New Phyrexia was the first set that I ever went to a pre-release for. It was the first one I ever bought a box for. I think maybe the core set was before this. I can't remember. But anyway, yeah, so there are lots of familiar characters. Cards like Elish Norm, which I never owned the original version of, and stuff that I do care about. So there's a lot of styles and things. I mean, it's not really worth me going through these. If you're watching this video, you've probably seen there's cool new lands, there's cool new lands, there's some stickers that nobody will buy, mainly because you can't use more than one set of stickers, which is the weakness of the sleeves and the avatars as well. There is the set mastery, which we will buy shortly. As you can probably see, we're at 20,000 gems and 34,000 gold after the last set. Didn't really do any drafting. Oh, there's a present as well. We'll have a look at that in a sec. I wonder how much the pack bundle is. The borderless dual lands are tempting because these are probably going to get played because these are the fast lands. The inkies are very nice. I opened some of these. In fact, I opened... Where are they? Maybe, Archfiend of the Dross. There we go. That's one I opened. You can see other videos on the channel with the pile of cards. In fact, no, I don't think any of these are the ones I opened. There must be loads of these then. There's loads of them in other bundles and things. But yeah, so usually I buy the set mastery right at the end, but I'm buying it at the start. I want the toys and goodies as they go. Oh, should we buy the expensive one? No, never buy the expensive one. If you play most days, and I don't mean all days, I mean most days, you will end up way over the value of that. And so you're buying 10 uncommons for like 20 quid or whatever. It's worth it. So, hooray.
There's no time to mourn the dead.
Shall we set the Furnace Might?
By finishing the fight.
Furnace Might for laugh, but the other things, well, we don't want sets as default. It disappeared before we could even do that. What's in the mail? Phyrexian messages. Hey, 5 basic lands. Ah, so the non-complete lands are there as well. That's cool. Oh, the forest. So now we have 9 packs, which is an odd number, which is good because it's Phyrexia and odd numbers are best. We have 2 golden packs, and yeah, that's it. We don't really care. Let us go into the mastery pass. Well, no, let's look at this. What's this? This is unclaimed rewards are automatic. So there are 10 styles that we can get. This might be where the hidden rares that I was looking at are. We could play that. That's fine. I might do another video on that, depending on what time my partner gets back. But the 2 important things to do on day 1 are sealed, making sure that you don't accidentally select traditional seal, which is best of 3, because that takes forever. It's easier, but it does take forever. Or draft. And these are limited packs, which means that they're like normal packs you would receive in the shop, which means they are better value for commons and uncommons, but they are worse value for rares. So if you're the kind of person who struggles to get all the commons and uncommons, these events are actually really good value, presuming you have the gems. But if you don't have the gems, because it's gems only, which is me, I still think they should put the gold amount down, but it would be, what, 15,000 golds? I don't know, something around that. It would be a fantastic way for me to convert coins into gold. But so yeah, realistically, that's the break-even point there, because you still get 3 packs. And if we go into the store, how much do packs cost in bundles? Bundle. Everything's just that little bit slower. Now we need packs, not bundles. So that's 10 mythic packs. This is realistically what you want to pay. So 9,000 gems for 45 packs. So that's not too bad. Um, that's what, yeah, like 200. Is that what they cost here? It is. Huh. It just multiplies up. There's no discount. The discount is the Green Sun's Twilight. That's interesting. I'd never really thought about that before. No discounts for you. But you will get a lot of gold packs and things the more you buy. So only if you want a Green Sun's Twilight promo is it really worth going for this. There used to be bundles for the historic, which actually worked out cheaper. Those I tend to get. Okay, so if we presume that each pack is worth 200 gems, which it isn't, but that's what it costs, then we're getting, um, let's call these naught. So 6 times 200 is 1,200. So that is the break-even point, 2 wins. No, because you get 3 packs there as well, so that's not it. Anyway, I'm going to do one, because why not? I'm currently undefeated in Phyrexia All One Limited. Won my pre-release, but I opened much better things than this. So, like, we have a green-red tilt here. This is an awkward card to think about and to play. We get tokens if we cast that for 7, but the tokens go away. Oh, yeah. I mean, these two are good enough to play green. Malcator's fun. But anyway, think like a sealed player. The trick, as always, to sealed is to play your best cards. So, as we've seen, we've only got 3 real best cards there. But I'm fine with that because a lot of the time, the best cards are uncommon, especially in a signpost set like this. So whenever a creature you control with toxic deals combat damage to a player, essentially it's slightly higher. Toxic creatures can gain Death Touch. Slaughter Singer. Creatures with toxic get bigger, which doesn't help their toxic but does help their non-toxic. And it's only another. Well, that's confusing. That one's not another. Most of them are another. That one's just Recursion. Recursion is amazing in this format. That one's decent. That one's decent. A Graveyard. That's decent. That's incredible. He's fine. Sack to proliferate if does combat damage. Yeah. I mean, they're all fine. Oh, that's hard to read. When it enters the battlefield and when it is put into a graveyard, put an oil counter on it, and it gets all counters. Ugh. Okay. That goes in the oil deck. They're good. It's fine. Evasion in the set, like, is where it is all at. I'm having to read a lot of these for the first time. These are not what you would hope to see. Forgot to put these in. Oh, technically all of these are playable bombs, so we'll put them all in for the moment. I'm using bombing correctly there, I know. But, like, we're looking to find out what our absolute best cards are. What are the cards that we have to play? Like this, the Boar. The Boar is the best card at common. For sealed, anyway. I don't know about all the other formats. That was actually surprisingly hard to do things with. Against, I mean, like, I found it's something that I wasn't a fan of seeing against me. I don't like just proliferate. We can put the lands in afterwards. That's happy. Each opponent discards, blah blah blah. Sacrifices a planeswalker or creature and gets a poison counter. They get to choose, but like I'm still going to play a lot of the removal. Not sure about Mirrodin yet. It does seem like we don't have enough cards. I mean, that's removal. Spell bomb. Skull bombs can go in their own little category, I think. That was fine. It was good for sacrificing my rare so that it didn't kill me. But at no point did that actually happen. It can block and it can come back. Huh. -1/-1, but not a counter. Spell bombs, skull bombs. I'm old. Yeah, that's good. I'm not going to put those in just yet. See, ordinarily, I think I'd be looking to play white in this set, but because white can deal with everything. Like, I mean, there's Vanish into Eternity, and I was so tempted to splash that in my sealed pool, but as I say, I went 3-0. It didn't really matter. But there were some threats where I was like, I kind of would have liked to exile and target non-land permanents, especially some of the planeswalkers. Yeah, we're actually short on must plays. So what colours have we got at the moment? We're basically mono black, but black green. So I think black green splashing red for this. Probably not that. Do we have any more red removal that I want to cast? At this point, we'll stop messing around with rarities and just go for colour. You can type things like T create to separate all the creatures out. It doesn't really help in this set actually because you've got your artifacts that are creatures as well. I don't want to play situational things like Thrill of Possibility in my least populous colour. I could probably put one Red Sun's Twilight in, frankly, for a laugh. We don't have blue things that I'm desperate to play. We don't have white things that I'm desperate to play. If we were lacking removal or a coherent curve, we could easily splash some of those there. That's the colours we're playing. That's nice. So take that off, put land up. Oh, why does it do this? We don't want the basics yet. We would like a dross pit. Yeah, other people are streaming. That's cool. I'm not streaming, am I? I don't think I am. No, just recording. That's fine. This is designed to be a me messing about video anyway. Like people will skip to the games, I'm sure. So now we're looking to see what else we have. First things first, we'll use add to create to see where the gaps are. So we're playing 10 creatures, 11 non-creatures. That's far too many non-creatures. I'm telling you that for nothing. These are basically removal. That's removal. That's a creature, so that can go into the creature counts. That's removal. These are just cantrips. That's kind of removal. These are late game situational removal. So we want more creatures. We also want something that is a finisher. So we're looking for things that synergize with oil counters, proliferation, and maybe a little bit of toxic. So we'd be willing to play bad things that had those words on them. So don't worry about one drops in this kind of format. Like, it's not something you need. But this has Death Touch and Toxic, so we are going to bother with that because it does the thing. 6-cost creatures, we don't have any 6-cost creatures, but we're looking to recur small things and do good value with those. So I would much rather have that than a big thing. That was this little weird 2/2 for 3 was actually surprisingly useful. That's got oil counters on it. It's a 2/2 for 2, so you know, again, this is a search for a basic land card. Maybe we'll have one of those. So we're basically playing most of our creatures, which is unfortunate. We have. Why did those show up while I was doing that? Weird. I don't want more than 2 tap lands, to be honest. We're playing 17 lands still. Yes, we are. We can give it a name. Golgari Failure, because I say this isn't good. This is a 2 or 3 wins max deck. We probably have enough that can be played. I do need more here as well. So now we've kind of filled in some of our gaps. We can slice it by creatures again. Now we're looking at 16 creatures, which is slightly too many, which is good. Now we can make some choices. So I'm happy having both of these at 1. What is our worst thing at 2? That doesn't do much. That has oil, which is nice. That has flying, which is brilliant. That can keep coming back. The Blight Belly Rat proliferates on death. So it depends whether we want to be able to reliably find a mountain or we think that we're going to be activating that. I don't think we're going to be activating that very often. So that can go out. That's flying, Death Touch, Lifelink potentially. That's got tricks. That's the ball, which is brilliant. As I say, like, it's either proliferate or a land. And if you're looking for colours, it's brilliant. And if you're not looking for colours, you can just ramp up to the things. You can remove the lands. And you don't have to remove the lands if you're doing toxic things. Yeah, so I'm happy with that. 15 creatures seems about right. Now, this is our removal stack. These are our easy to cast things. That's our worst removal, Whisper of the Dross, but it does proliferate. In fact, we've got another creature here, haven't we, in viral spawning? So we can probably lose one of these. That doesn't have reach, does it? Goodbye. Right, so we're not worried about that. That can go over here. We would either get return target creature from graveyard to your hand, draw a card, which is good, or we would get put 2 oil counters on a thing. Both of these also draw cards, which means that you should be using them for the second ability, not the first. It's what my opponents did for every single one they cast of the 4 in Limited. They're likely to have that, so that's probably quite fine. The Phyrexian Atlas ability. You can do a toxic check for the Maze's Mantle. Check that. But yeah, Whispers of the Dross. We probably have enough proliferate to not want that. I don't think we're putting oil counters on enough things to go for 42 with that. I don't remember how many artifacts are in the set, so let's just do a toxic count. Yeah, we've got quite a lot. I think the Maze's Mantle, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 creatures for it to target. That's fine, because it's fine as it is, but it's so much better if it gives them hexproof. I cast it in response to something and it didn't give the thing hexproof, and I was like, oh yeah, that's a shame. But it only had done 3 damage, and it gave it +2/+2. So this works too. Tempting as it is to drop a land, I think with the the spell bomb and the other bits and bobs, I think we can play at 41 cards, and that's not removal. That goes here. Yeah, just looking at the lands, because it's 10/10. That's nice. Yeah, well, we'll sod it. We'll play at 41. We'll lose a few games at 41, and then we'll play seriously. But I expect Sealed today to be full of really hardcore people who play Sealed a lot like I would if I was a serious Magic player, and people who just fancy trying to. So hopefully we'll get more of the latter than the former. So we haven't got black. We do have a way to cast a 3-drop. So I'll keep this. We will hello our opponent. Oh, I think my caps want to come in. Right. Right, we'll go to be right back. So, bad draw, but that's fine. We can live with that. They have played a spell bomb. If they sack it for no value now, that's really good for us. Ooh, no, they played a 0/3, which needs oil. Okay. So, our first play being our splash card isn't the best. This has a massive threat of activation. So we can destroy artifacts or enchantments, which is nice. But also we can just swing and see what happens. So that makes things. Okay, so that doesn't have haste. Oh, we played the Hunter's Maze by mistake. That was a massive mistake. I didn't spot that was the Greenland I chose. This changes things now. Okay. So I had to use that up because I couldn't play my bleeding Spinoderm. We really want some kind of press card, proliferate, to happen. Prologue, great. Hopefully they swing. So, did we put the black in? Yeah. So, we can trade that if we want on blocks, but at the moment we're standing pat. I didn't do a proliferate check, did I? So now we need to play that because that's the black. Are we the beatdown? That's the question. So we don't have a combat trick for that. It has trample. I would double block it. You could probably then get the Vorat back. There's a very good chance that he has a trick that's white. I'm saying he, they. So they have something they can do. Oh, of course, I can tap the armored scrap gorger. I expect them to double block the Spinoderm and leave the Crusher because of the threat. Well, let's see. Hmm. Oh yeah, damage allocation. What you doing, kitty? Yeah. Because of the green screen, not on the camera. Oh, Shadow Cat, Shadow Cat. Sorry, respecting the opponent. 6/7, Toxic 6. That's what we have removal for. So we can either try and trick them into getting rid of it with the 5/5. That would be a 7/7. That can't block, so let's go for that. I bet they don't block. I can see you on the camera when you lick my face. I save my removal. They don't have poison counters yet, do they? I want to be able to. Very hard to do this. Are you hungry? Will we have to stop after game one? See, we needed some proliferate. Is that sorcery? Oh, stop biting me! I don't think you can see it on the cameras, but she is biting my top. I wonder if I can do a proliferating. Okay. I really want them to attack. Oh, stop it, Flo. So, we can't get that back with that. We can get that back, though. So, if we do this... I mean, it's hilarious to me that... No, stay off the keyboard! That's not got Death Touch, has it? This is impossible. You are impossible. Come here. Sit on my lap. The keyboard is now covered in cat fur because she's molting. Are we still on... Oh, stop it. It's because she knows that there is a very good chance. Do we want to trade those? No. Where's your pump spell? No, that's fine. We can get the Nimrazer. It's not our win con. Artifact or creature? One, two, three, four. I should have just played the night, shouldn't I? There we go. Hey, we have a victory. But I was making so many misplays there, and there was a cat in my face who's now gone because she hears me talking, so she thinks she's getting fed. Because that's what's going to happen. So join us in part 2 to see whether the Golgari failure is indeed a failure, or we manage to eke a few more wins against inexperienced players playing cards that probably shouldn't be in their deck. Hooray! That was 30 minutes. Jesus. Bye.